Good evening, YouTube. Good evening, YouTube. Let's try this again. I don't know what happened there with my first stream. A bit of a malfunction. I think it was something at my end that I hadn't done, but I'm all fixed now. And so I'm here for the preview. Portsmouth v Arsenal. So let's get into it. So we got a game tomorrow, which is Portsmouth v Arsenal. Like I said, for anybody who's just joined, I've had a bit of technical issues with the last stream, so hopefully you can all hear me or you can see me, and hopefully I forgot to do something my end on my computer, but I've got it fixed now. But yeah, we got a game tomorrow, and quite frankly, I'm not confident. I know we're only playing Portsmouth, but yeah, this could go one of two ways. It could go the way that we could come out, and with what happened on Thursday, we could be really up for it. We could be really fired up. We could wanting to sort of right the wrongs of Thursday, or we could completely capitulate, which is the typical Arsenal thing. I will get to a chat in a second, but yeah, we could completely capitulate. So it just depends on how the players are mentally, because to be quite honest, a lot of these players don't have the mental strength to cope with a defeat or cope with any kind of pressure, in my opinion. For too long now, these players have, and take Thursday as a case in point. These players have buckled under pressure. I said it in my review when I was talking to Claude. I said, you put these players under a bit of pressure and they struggle. You take the pressure off them and they seem to do all right. Hence that we always seem to finish the season stronger when there's no pressure on us. But this is going to be an interesting game. I don't know how I feel about the FA Cup, if I'm being honest. I don't know how I feel about this game. Omar, hey mate. Yeah, I don't know what happened. I was setting up the stream and then I hit go live, and then I realised that I hadn't actually sorted out something to do with StreamYard. So yeah, that was something my end, and I was talking away and none of you guys could hear me. Hence why I ended the stream and had to go and quickly set another one up. So yeah, that's what happened, mate. That's what happened. Watching El Clasico. Yeah, no worries, mate. Watch it back whenever you want. Listen, you don't have to watch it live. I forgot El Clasico was on. I need to really schedule my stuff properly, but yeah, sorry about that, man. But how is the El Clasico going? Let us know if you pop back on or anything. Yeah, no worries, mate. Chelsea fan channel. I can yeah, I can watch the games on Sky Sports and stuff, or on channels, but I tend to use the audio commentary because A, it's more descriptive, um, and B, I kind of can grasp the game a bit better because the commentary is that more descriptive than TV commentary. But yeah, I have watched games on TV before. Um, Omar, you're not kidding, mate. I'm still angry after that other result. The result today, Thursday. I'm still proper angry. Oh, okay, yeah, that's really good. Barcelona are a decent team. um, Chelsea fan channel. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. I'd appreciate that. Um, and to anybody who's not subscribed, yeah, please subscribe. But anyway, let's get back in. I've read some of your chats, so we'll get to some more of them. Let's get back into this preview. I don't really know how I feel about this Chelsea game. Sorry, I've just seen somebody who's got the Chelsea name in the title about this Portsmouth game. Sorry, I will get it right. I'm having a right mare today with blooming streams and stuff. Getting a title wrong. It's been one of them days. But yeah, I don't really know how I feel about this game because in one hand, I'd like to go far in the FA Cup because it's a trophy, and I always listen every competition we're in. I want to win, but on the other hand, I've spent so long as a fan wanting Arsenal to get back in the Champions League. I sort of think that's more important, and I'd rather, if I'm being honest, and this is going to go down like a complete lead balloon, if we ended up getting knocked out of the FA Cup, I'd be disappointed. Don't get me wrong, I'd be absolutely disappointed. But I wouldn't be as disappointed as I would ordinarily be, because I'd rather focus on the top four. And don't get me wrong, the FA Cup is a great trophy. It's been good to us over the years. In my opinion, it kept Arsene Wenger in the job. It kept Arsene Wenger in a job for far too long, in my opinion. Especially towards the end, it sort of saved his career a little bit. But yeah, I don't know how I feel about the FA Cup. I really don't. I don't know. I don't know. I don't. I would take the FA Cup. It's a double-edged sword. It'd be nice to win it. It'd be nice to win it. So, but then on the other hand, it'd be nice to get back in the Champions League, and that's another thing as well. I want to throw this out there. If we win the FA Cup, it automatically puts us back in the Europa League. Now, would you rather do that? If we say we missed out on the top four, which is, still a possibility. It is still a possibility. But say we missed out on the Champions League spots, and it put us in the we won the FA Cup and it put us back in the Europa League. Would you guys be happy with that? Because I know I wouldn't. I'd rather be out of Europe altogether if it means missing it. If we didn't get Champions League, I'd rather be out of Europe altogether than go back into the Europa League and have to struggle for another season in the Europa League. Because let's be honest, Europa League is damning to us at the moment. Europa League is playing on a Thursday, playing on a Sunday. Whereas if we were out of Europe, um, if we were out of Europe altogether next season, if we missed out on Champions League, we would then have the season. We wouldn't be playing on a Thursday night. Our games wouldn't get moved to Sunday. We could just concentrate on the league and the domestic cup competitions, and then it'd give us a chance to properly rebuild. Because I'll be honest with you, I'm getting bored of the Europa League. I'm getting total bored of it. I'd just literally I'd rather us not be in any European competition if it meant only being in the Europa League. I might be a bit salty in saying that, but that's just the way I'm going to see it. That's just the way I see it. I'm going to get into the players who I'd like to see start this game in a moment, but I'm going to have a little break on that and read some of your chats. Let's have a look. Thank you very much. This Chelsea fan channel who's got me. Are you subscribed, mate? Yeah, Amar, I agree. Amar, I completely get you. I don't want to be in that competition. Don't worry. Listen, don't worry about your language, mate. Listen, I've said worse. So honestly, that's why I didn't do the reaction the same night as the game on Thursday, because literally it would have just been like watching Gordon Ramsay. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, and you put it right there, Emma. You said it spot on. Being out of Europe, we could focus on the Premier League. The players would be fresher, and if we're being honest with ourselves, we don't really have the squad to deal with the Europa League. Yes, we'll get. It's different if we get back in the Champions League, because it's different if we get back in the Champions League, because then we'd have an extra budget to buy players. But at the moment, we don't have a big enough squad. Sorry about my phone talking there, guys. We don't have a big enough squad. We don't have a big enough squad to deal with these competitions. But I suppose if we get in the Champions League spots, we could have a budget. We could really invest. We could clear some of this deadwood out, because we do need to clear some of this deadwood out. Half of these players have passed their sell-by date, and we could invest properly. But we can't do that in the Europa League. We don't get the same financial, and we don't get the same financial rewards being in the Europa League as we would being in the Champions League. And don't get me wrong, we would lose a lot of those. We would lose some finances if we're out of Europe altogether. But actually, it could be a blessing. But hey, we have to wait and see what happens. Like I said, we've got a game tomorrow. We got Portsmouth, and I do think we'll win that game comfortably. I'm probably going to regret saying that, because this is Arsenal and nothing's ever easy. But we probably will win that game comfortably, and it could be. It could be. I reckon we'll win at least 2 or 3-1. Um, so I'm going to get into my players who I think will start, and I think So starting with the goalkeeper, I'm going to go with Martinez because he's been playing in all the cup games at the moment, especially the FA Cup games. Now I'm going to go into right back, and this is where I'm going to change it up because Bellerin's not had the greatest of games. He didn't have the greatest of games against Olympiacos, and he didn't have the greatest of games against Everton. He just, I still think it's too early to be starting him in games week in, week out when he's just come back from that serious injury. So I'm going to put Maitland-Niles there. I think Maitland-Niles will come back in. Going into the centre backs, I'm going to go with Socrates and Pablo Mari. I'm going to go. Yeah, I think we could get our first look at Pablo Mari in this game. And then we're going to go Saka at left back. Moving into the midfield, I'm going to go Torreira and Xhaka. And then further forward, I'm going to go Ceballos. And then on the right wing, I'm going to go Nicolas Pepe. On the left wing, I'm going to go with Gabriel Martinelli. And up top, I'm going to go with Eddie Nketiah. So yeah, that'll be my starting 11. Put yours down in the chats, or if you're watching this back, put it down in the comments. But yeah, that would be my starting 11. Let's see what you guys are saying. Let's have a look. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I agree with you, Omar. If we're struggling against Olympiacos, but listen, the only reason I don't think we'll ever win the Champions League, not at the moment. But I just want the financial. If we get there, we just have better finances, which means we can actually properly start to rebuild the squad, and then who knows, maybe in the future, yeah, we can challenge again. Yeah, we did think. No, we can't. We can't go into the game. It's not given that we're going to win every game. And I agree with you. We all thought it was be a walk in the park, and it actually turned out to be a horror show. So, and to be honest, I wouldn't put it past this team to have for it to be another horror show tomorrow. Good evening, Troy. Hope you're good, mate. So yeah, I wouldn't put it past this team to have another horror performance. But like I said, I'm expecting changes. If you're new around here, please hit the subscribe button. I'd really appreciate that. Subscribe, share the content around. But yeah, I'm expecting, like I said, I've given my lineup and stuff. But yeah, I'm expecting big changes for this game tomorrow. I think there'll be a mixture of experience and youth, but who knows? Who knows what will happen? So there we go. That's my preview. I haven't actually. Do you know what? I was going to do a bit of Arteta's press conference, but I'll be honest with you, I haven't actually watched it. I haven't faced being able to watch it. If I'm being honest, after Thursday's game, I was just, I needed a little kind of. I am still mad after Thursday's game, and I can't. I'm not even going to lie. I just every time I think about it, it winds me up. And I know we've got to move on, and I know we've got other games, but yeah, every time I think about it, it just proper winds me up, just drives me insane. But well, there, I guess I guess it's just that's one of those things, isn't it? It's typical Arsenal. Um, I'll get into some of your chats now for a little while, for maybe 10 minutes if there's good flow of chats going. Um, Remember, if you're new, subscribe. Please like the content, share it around, and I'll be back tomorrow with my reaction. But yeah, I'll get into some of your chats. Let's see what you guys are saying. Evening to you, Mr. Bungle. Yeah, Portsmouth is no walk in the park. I agree. Prediction, Omar. I did give it out earlier, but like I say, people have been dropping in and out of this channel. I'm guessing 3-1. 2-1. Could be. It could be. Yeah, like I say, I think 3-1. I'm gonna go for 3-1. I'm gonna go 3-1 to the Arsenal. So yeah, that's Amar, if you're still watching this, how's the El Clasico going? What's the score? Any score on that? I was gonna watch it, but then I thought I was gonna watch it, but then I figured I'd probably do this stream, and I'm absolutely tired, if I'm being honest. So I'm going to do this stream and then just chill out. So yeah, I'll be back tomorrow with my reaction, and I'll be back after the game with my reaction. It will probably be about half an hour after the game finishes, because I'm actually going to a bar tomorrow to watch it, and it will probably take me about 20 minutes or so to get home. So I will be doing it after that. Remember, subscribe if you're new. Please hit the like button. Share this content around. Share this content around. And like I said, I'll be back tomorrow with my reaction. Everybody have a good evening. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Remember, subscribe, like if you're new. And I'll catch you all tomorrow. Come on, you Gunners.